But hey, what up, all my kings and queens? Happy Halloween! Welcome to my backup channel, the Layla Love channel. The main channel is, they're not letting me film from my main channel. So I've been just filming from my backup channel. Why my channels have two different names, I'll get into that. So why they didn't exactly terminate my channel. It's just that I can't film from my main channel. Okay, so we're going to talk about a whole lot of things this evening. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things. First of all, happy Halloween. I know C19 is definitely effing up everybody's Halloween. Okay, it's certainly effing up mine. I know the kids, want to go trick-or-treating. I know, y'all want to take y'all kids out. People are probably still taking their kids out trick-or-treating. Like, I've seen, celebrities are taking their kids out trick-or-treating, and I'm like, where y'all masks at? None of these people have masks on. And it's like, do you not know that your kids can catch this stuff? Do you not know you can catch this stuff? It's like, just because you're a celebrity does not mean you're exempt from getting sick. But I was scrolling down the shade room, minding my own business as per usual, and I seen where celebrities are having a lot of parties and nobody's wearing masks, nobody's social distancing. Like, here's your pizza. Is it hot? Yep. So be careful.
The proceeding was a paid program. The opinions and views expressed do not reflect those of Bloomberg LP, its affiliates, or its employees.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by attorney Andrew Van Arsdale. Attention, Boy Scouts of America's sexual abuse survivors. The BSA has declared bankruptcy, which will ensure financial compensation for abuse survivors. You must file your claim on or before November 16, 2020.
Okay. I've seen a lot of people, partying, since it's Libra season, everybody got a birthday this month. And as you know, where a lot of people are not social distancing, they're not wearing their masks. And it's like, being a celebrity does not absolve you from catching this stuff. Like, y'all can still get sick with the C virus. Okay, like, as if they haven't seen celebrities die from this stuff already. But it's like, you gonna be out here at the club, living your best life without a mask. Like, I saw Tiny and T.I. at 21 Savage's birthday party without a mask. And it's like, you couldn't put on a glittery little disco mask. Like, T.I., you couldn't wear like a glittery little disco mask that says pimp on the front of it. Or like TIP or something. Like, y'all couldn't get a designer on the phone and say, hey, can you make me a Dior mask? But instead, you choose to expose your whole entire family to a deadly virus that millions of people are dying from. Speaking of which, we have a president that almost died from this who doesn't wear a mask. It's like, dude, how does Donald Trump honestly think that the Democrats cooked this up? I mean, did the Democrats like call the president of China and be like, yo, you know what would be so dope if we fake a pandemic and we say millions of people died from this? Really, does he honestly think that's what happened? I'm waiting for Donald Trump to come out and say that he honestly thinks that the Democratic Party and the president of China cooked this whole thing up and let the president of Italy and the president of Spain in on it too. Because there's a lot of people in Spain dying from this also. Okay, so it's like, does he honestly think that's what happened? I'm waiting for him to say it though. I'm waiting for him to come out and say exactly what his theory is on how this whole thing started. Because I know it's going to be some crazy ish. I know it's going to be something that's absolutely insane. Insane, because even his theories were crazy enough for Fox News, aka State News, to be like, okay, this is insane. Some of the stuff you're saying, I can't agree with this. Like, I'm like, let us off the crazy train. Like, I know we signed up for this when we supported you when you first ran for president, but we changed our minds. And it's like, no, you can't change your mind. That's what you signed up for. You knew this man was nuts. You knew this man was completely unhinged, and you signed up for it anyways. Speaking of Donald Trump, let's talk about Lil Wayne. Let's talk about Mr. Three Dreads and him supporting Donald Trump and thinking that his policies have actually helped Black people. It's like, why are people entrusting the civil rights movement to a man who thinks because he's rich that absolves him from being Black? Lil Wayne honestly thinks that he's no longer Black because he's rich. It's like, I didn't know lean, Molly, and Percocet can make you think that you were a whole nother race. See, this is why I don't take that stuff. Because it be making you think some crazy things. Like, Lil Wayne literally thinks he's not Black anymore. It's like, bruh, have you looked in a mirror lately? I mean, I know you own a mirror in that big ass house of yours. So you probably would have seen that you're Black. I'm gonna need Chelsea Handler to remind Lil Wayne that he's Black too. While Chelsea Handler is out here reminding 50 Cent that he's Black, can she remind Lil Wayne that he's Black? Can she remind ASAP Rocky that he's Black? I'm gonna need her to remind every Black rapper who thinks he's no longer Black because he's rich. I'm gonna need her to remind them that they're Black. Because me doing it, they're not gonna pay attention to me. They're not gonna care. They're just gonna call me all types of nappy heads and stuff like that and go about their business and say who is she for saying anything. Let's see. I'm a person that spends her hard-earned money listening to your colorist music. That's who I am. I'm a person that has been a fan since you first came out. Like, I remember Lil Wayne back when he was with the Hot Boys. And I was like, this kid is amazing. Like, he is definitely the future of hip hop. I mean, his song I Feel Like Dying is absolutely amazing. But it was like, as a brown skinned Black woman, back then, as a brown skinned Black girl, like, should I consciously listen to this? I mean, his songs, like, I just want to F every girl in the world. Where he's like, I want a long hair, thick red bone, open up, like, as a brown skinned girl, like, how am I supposed to feel about that? Of course, I would never date Lil Wayne because he looks like the Geico gecko. He looks like a gremlin and a gecko had a baby. So it's like, why do a lot of women care what he thinks? I mean, the man is, the only thing attractive about him is his money. But anyways, I'm gonna need Chelsea Handler to remind Lil Wayne that he's black. While she's out here reminding black rappers that they're black, I'm gonna need her to add Lil Wayne to the list. I'm gonna need Chelsea to send Lil Wayne a Black Lives Matter t-shirt and some books. Not that he'll actually read them or actually wear the shirt. Because we all know if it ain't Gucci, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Lil Wayne is not going to pay attention to it at all. I mean, the only thing black that man ever pays attention to is a black card. Is the black card sitting in his wallet right now? That's the only thing black that gets attention from Lil Wayne is the black card in his wallet right now. And that's truth. And I know I'm offending a lot of Lil Wayne fans right now, but it's the truth. And people can say it's the Molly, people can say it's the lean that he constantly drinks. Okay, that has made him like this, but I don't think lean makes you forget who you are. I don't think in terms of like what race you are. I don't think lean it makes you forget that you're a black man living in America and that, just because you have millions of dollars doesn't mean you can't experience police brutality. And Lil Wayne honestly thinks that. He thinks because he's rich that the police can't try, that he can't be shot by the police. And I really wish these news anchors would stop treating him like he's the leader of the civil rights movement because he's a black actor, because he's a black artist. Lil Wayne has said time and time again he does not care. He says he knows nothing about Black Lives Matter. He said that, a police officer was the one that saved his life and found him, you know, in that trap house riddled with bullets. But he's basically saying because one police officer saved his life, that police brutality doesn't exist. How are you going to basically say police brutality doesn't exist because one officer saved your life? That's one good officer and a bushel of bad apples. One good officer doesn't absolve the fact that there are many others that are currently on tape right now telling white folks that they don't shoot black people, that they don't shoot white people, telling white pedestrians that they pull over, to telling white people, telling, white citizens that they pull over, that they don't shoot white people, that white folks have nothing to fear when they're being pulled over by the police, that they only shoot black people. But he says because that one cop saved his life, he said that he's basically saying that their police brutality doesn't exist because that one white cop saved his life. But he needs to understand that there are a lot of black folks out there that are not so lucky. There's an innocent black man in Philadelphia that was shot by the police while he was having a manic episode. But Lil Wayne insists that there's no police brutality. This man was shot in front of his mother. His mother had to stand by and helplessly watch her child being taken from her. But Lil Wayne wants to say there's no police brutality. It's like, how can he honestly turn a blind eye against the very people that buy his records? Black men that are innocently gunned down by the police are the same people that are buying Lil Wayne's records, that are buying tickets to this man's concert, but he's ignoring what is happening to them. All because one white cop saved his life. That there are no bad apples in the police department. Guess what, Wayne? There are. So on a lighter note on this Halloween evening, let's talk about all the amazing celebrity costumes. Like, not only are women killing it in the industry, they're killing it at Halloween. It's like, come on now, you've got Sweetie, who dressed up like all three members of Destiny's Child. All three members, like I'm just, my mind is completely blown. Like, she did an amazing job. But I think it's a no on her sampling Destiny's Child. I just, I love Sweetie. I love some of her songs. But her sampling Destiny's Child is a no-go. Like, I would love, you know who I would love to see sample Destiny's Child? Who would I love? Lil' Kim. But Kim back in the day. Back when Kim was on her game. That's who I would love to see sample Destiny's Child. Okay, and that's who I want to come back. Like, that Little Kim. It's like, how can, when you get older, like, you just get worse at rapping? Like, how does that happen? Like, how did you go from being one of the greatest female rappers of all time to being one of the worst? That album 9 was completely awful. Like, she needs to leave the auto tune alone. Like, I've been a Queen Bee fan since I was a child. Like, since like the first time I heard her was like on Get Money, and I was like, oh my goodness, this woman is incredible. Like, her strength and the power in her voice, and like just like her courage in what she says. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be a fan forever. Like, Little Kim is completely awesome. That's who I want to see. I want the old Kim back. Okay, I want Get Money Kim to come back. I want the Bella Mafia Kim to come back. I want This One Is For You Kim to come back. I want Lighters Up Kim to come back. Okay, that's who I want to come back. Like, where was and this new album lacked, like, I understand, like, she's trying to find her sound, but it's like find a new sound. But we want the original Little Kim. We want the Notorious K.I.M. We want that Kim that was on Jump Off. We want that I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with a jump off. Goons in the club, case some jump off. Like, that's the Kim I want. I want Kim and the big fur chinchilla coat coming out, talking about she got her head is with her, and I want her to do, like, that's the Kim I want. Like, I grew up on that Kim. I want the original Black Barbie. Okay, and I know I'm gonna make a lot of Nicki Minaj fans mad, but she's the original Black Barbie. Okay, and it wasn't just, and when people say that Lil' Kim, may have, referenced Barbie in one record, or may have did like a Barbie themed video, but she's done multiple Barbie themed videos. Okay. In her jump off video, she had her long, sleek black ponytail with the pink and that queen chain on was very Black Barbie. When she said Black Barbie, just in Ferrari. I'm trying to somebody's Ferrari. Like that's Kim. That's the Kim that I want back. But anyways, Sweetie killed it with her Halloween costume, but I don't agree with her sampling Destiny's Child. I mean, I would definitely want a more talented rapper to sample Destiny's Child. I think Lizzo would kill it sampling Destiny's Child. At me if you want to, I want all the smoke. Lizzo would be banging at sampling Destiny's Child, and it would definitely be a statement to all the people that fat shamed her. Like, people are fat shaming her for her fly costume. I think the costume was amazing. I loved it. Like, let the girl be her. Back when Missy Elliott first came out and she was a big girl, like, nobody was fat shaming her. Like, to me, Lizzo is the new Missy Elliott. Like, in terms of her vocals, in terms of her rhymes, I think that she can be just as talented as Missy Elliott. And not because they're both big girls. Well, Missy's slimmed down since then, but back in the day, she was a big girl. And I think the way that people fat shame large women in hip hop is disgusting. It's like people place so much emphasis on her weight and not enough on her talent. This woman is so freaking talented. What skinny girl you know could get up on stage, dance, sing, and play the damn flute without so much as breaking a sweat? Makeup still flawless afterwards. Like your skinny faves could never. This chick is up there out dancing a lot of these skinny girls who people place so much emphasis on. But all y'all want to focus on is she's fat. She's fat. She needs to lose weight. She's unhealthy. But this girl does work out though. She just has a bigger frame. Okay, not everybody's meant to be a size 2. But people need to realize that all this fat shaming can cause somebody to have an eating disorder. You got girls looking at these Instagram models and practically risking their lives to go under the knife to look like that. To have, because they see this unrealistic expectation. I mean, that's the problem. People have been seeing this unrealistic expectation of what a woman should look like all over social media, and they think that's it. A woman with boobs the size of a newborn child and a waist that looks like she eats nothing but salads, but an ass that looks like she eats nothing but McDonald's. That's not real. No real woman looks like that. The only women that look like that are cartoons. They walk around with these Jessica Rabbit bodies, and people glorify that. They think that's how women naturally look. Name one woman that naturally looks like that. And I know people in the comment section are going to be like Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is one of a few women that actually look like that. That actually have small waists, big butts, big boobs. She's one of a handful of women that actually naturally look like that. Okay, I hate to burst y'all's bubble, but no, but that's not the normal body. It's not. I'm not saying Lizzo's body is a typical body, but let's face it, not everybody's built like Megan Thee Stallion. Not everybody's like 5'9", or like how tall is she? Like 5'10", and has like huge boobs, a big butt, and a tiny waist. Those body types are not real. I mean, you got all these girls that are paying all this money to look like a freaking blow up doll. For what? To impress men that are going to leave you for another chick that looks like a blow up doll. I love the fact that she's so confident in herself. And I'm not on here to say, oh, it's the confidence for me. No, it's everything for me. It's her beauty. She's a beautiful woman, inside and out. You never hear this woman talking crap about anybody, shaming anybody, out here saying, oh, I've got more money than you. Look at all my money. Look at my cars. Look at my body. Look at this. Look at my Birkin bags. Like I said before, like, you can be the most beautiful woman in the world. You can have the most perfect body, but you can be the most horrible human being. Like, why does nobody care about what's on the inside? Why? Like, why do only people focus on what's on the outside? She's gorgeous. She has a beautiful face. She has a great body. I mean, she has a great body and she is working out. But people are saying, "Oh, now she's working out." When she said, "Oh, she loves her body," it's like, which is it? Does she love her body the way it is, or does she want to be skinny? I don't think she's trying to be skinny. I think she's trying to be healthy. There's a difference. There's people that work out because they want that fake Coke bottle shape, and there are people that work out for health. She's working out to be healthy, to be a healthier version of Lizzo, so she can continue to be on stage and kill it. Sis is out here killing it on stage. Your skinny faves could never. Most of your skinny faves do is they walk up on that stage, they grab that mic, and they just sing. It's like, really? I'm gonna need there's a huge stage behind you. Use it. Okay? I want to see some choreography. I want to see some bad chicks of all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds, sexualities up there just killing it with some choreography. That's what I want to see. That's a show to me. Okay? That's what I grew up watching. Like Lizzo gives that. She gives that chick up there killing it with choreography every single time. She's not like these girls that come out here in their pretty expensive dresses and say, watch me in my vocal range. She's gorgeous and she's talented, and people are like, oh, she wants to be skinny now. I thought she was happy being fat. It's not that she's not happy being fat, because she just wants to be a healthier version of her. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people are so cruel and so close minded sometimes. And it's like, oh my goodness, like, can we focus on how unproblematic she is? How much she spends her time inspiring people instead of trashing them? And how she's not telling girls to just pick men based on money. Having a man that can take care of you is not the only thing. What about having a man that respects you? Having a man that doesn't put his hands on you? Having a man that doesn't like has a man having a man that actually claims you. How about that? How about having a man that actually claims you on social media? And not just on social media, but in real life too. Or a man that doesn't just use you as a prop on Instagram to flex on other people and be like, oh my goodness, look, I have the baddest chick and you don't. I treat her so well. I buy her things. I do this for her. I do that for her. I'm a real man. I take her places. I buy her things for her birthday. I give her things that you can never give her. but you don't know what their relationship is like in real life. I mean, a lot of women think that because these dudes are out here on IG using their girl as a flex, they think that's real love. It's not. They're an accessory, kind of like the car they drive. It's like you want to believe that their relationship is so great. You want to believe that what you're seeing on Instagram is real life. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's like you have to wonder, and you see people happy and you see them smiling on Instagram, but you wonder, is that's the truth? Because that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that they have the perfect relationship. Because that is the ultimate flex. The perfect relationship. You see Black Ken and Black Barbie in their expensive Barbie car and their expensive Barbie house with their beautiful genetically gifted children. That's the flex now. A beautiful young family with beautiful kids. That is the new flex for people my age. That's the flex right there. A beautiful family. A husband, a wife, gorgeous kids. Her basically saying, "Oh, my man didn't made me a wife before he made me a baby mama." That's the flex. Having enough respect for your girl to marry her before you put a kid in her. That's that's basically the new flex right now for people my age. In case you didn't know, I'm 28 years old. I'm a millennial. So, and I see a lot of millennials on Instagram flexing their marriage. Like being married at 28 and 29 years old, that's a flex. And you see how gorgeous they are. You see these and their beautiful houses and their beautiful cars, and I can afford to take my girl on vacation. Things that you will never be able to do for your girl. Look, I used my Instagram to be able to make some money. Now I got bank, and now I can take my girl and my kids on vacations. What you doing with your life? And that's very much what that is. But like I said, she's such a positive person. But every single time I see that the Shade Room posts Lizzo, people got something negative to say about her weight. I have nothing positive to say. And they always want to say, I get, that she's, comfortable in her own skin, but she's doing too much. How is somebody doing too much being comfortable in their own skin? How is that quote unquote doing too much? How are you doing? Like, really? But I see these chicks with these ant bodies out here, constantly half naked or naked, and they're like, yes, sis. Yes, sis. It's the body for me. It's the outfit for me. It's the hair for me. But you see somebody like Lizzo doing the same thing, and you want to talk shit. Like, where is that right? Where is that fair? Like how how is that, like how is what she's doing any different? How is a person that has that Coke bottle shape, that's that non-existent waist, that big butt, those big boobs, how is she not doing too much? When Lizzo twerks, it's like, oh, she doing too much. Like she shouldn't be twerking. I don't want to see all that. But when you see a girl like a Drea Michelle twerking, it's yes, sis. Yes, sis. Get 'em, sis. Oh, you killing it, sis. Oh my goodness. It's the twerk for me. It's the outfit for me. But when a big girl like Lizzo does it, you're disgusted by it. I mean, ass is ass, no matter what size it is. If girls constantly showing her ass too much, or girls constantly showing her ass too much. Only difference is Drea Michelle doesn't have stretch marks. I ain't never seen a real ass with no stretch marks though. I'm just saying, I ain't never seen a real ass without stretch marks. A real ass got some stretch marks. When you got a booty that big, you got some, your skin is stretching itself out. There's gonna be some stretch marks somewhere. That's how you can tell it ain't exactly real. Or she might be using some Palmer's cocoa butter or whatever. But so what was I? Oh, y'all know I like to ramble. So, anyways, let's talk about let's talk about my girl Rico Nasty. Like she is just representing for the DMV. I love me some Rico Nasty. I love how she just blends like raw rock and roll with just like straight up hip hop. Her as I think she's the joke. She went as the Joker, which is so suits her. I wanted to post another pic. I think she should have went as like the Riddler. She should have went as the Joker, and then she should have done like pics of her as the Riddler as well, because that would fit her. Like, excuse me, I would love to see her in a video dressed as the Riddler, full hat and everything. Like that would be so dope. Like dark villains, like villains. That's her thing. Or like a dark gothed out version of like Batgirl or something. That'd be cool. Anyways, I would. But Sierra, let's talk about our girl Sierra. Okay, let's talk about Miss Cece. She killed it as Megan the Stallion. People were saying that she didn't do so good when she did the the thing Megan Stallion does, but she killed it as Meg. Okay, and she was on Instagram showing us why she is the original queen of knees. Okay, people are like, "Oh, Megan is the queen of knees, and we love Meg." Yep, Megan is the queen of knees, no doubt about that. But Sierra is the original queen of knees. People are like, I saw in the Shade Room comment section when people are like, "Oh, Beyonce is the queen of knees." Beyonce ain't got knees like that though. Beyonce don't be twerking. Beyonce gives us cute majorette choreography, and that's about it. Okay, she gives us very much like HBCU, homecoming choreography. And I think her choreographer might have had, some majorette dance training. But that's what you get when you get from Miss Beyonce. I love Beyonce to death, but it's just like they're very much the same, homecoming choreography that she's been doing for years. Like that homecoming choreo was nothing new. It just reminded me of like a lot of the stuff that she used to do back in the day. Like very much Tina Turner. Like our girl Beyonce loves to serve us some Tina Turner dance moves. She loves She loves to give us like Tina Turner esque outfits, dance moves. Like she loves to channel Miss Tina. And I'm here for it, but it's like, can you give us something new, please? I love Beyonce. I've been a fan of Beyonce since Destiny's Child. But can you give us something else besides Tina Turner? Like and the leotards. The leotards, I love the leotards, but it's like, sis, you've been doing them since like 2008. Like, I've been seeing those leotards since 2008. Okay, it's not that I don't like them. I love the leotards. Beyonce slays in a leotard, but we've been seeing them since like 2008. Since we've been seeing the same leotards, like the same outfits, since these very much major at costumes since 2008. I'm going to need Miss Tina Knowles to do something different. She's been wearing heck, she's been wearing those major yeah, she's been wearing those costumes since 2008, since she was with Destiny's Child. Okay. We've been seeing leotards from Miss Beyonce since Destiny's Child. We need something else. Like, Miss Tina, I know you got something else in your repertoire other than them damn leotards. As you can see, I am not going anywhere. I'm in my pajamas. Okay, my little fuzzy pajamas. Yes, I know my hair needs some work and it's dry as hell. Okay, it is dry. I know my hair is giving you very much dried, unseasoned chicken breast right now. Okay, I understand that. I know it needs some oil. I need some oil. I need some grease. I need something for these edges. The edges are dry. They're not. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, and Beyonce said that she is, speaking of Beyonce, Beyonce said that she is retiring from performing and said that she's going to take a break and focus on more on her kids. But it's like, girl, you are the queen. Like, these other girls, they ain't giving us vocals. That they're not. Okay, we need some more vocals. Okay, you've got these singers out, like, okay, so you've got her. I love her. But I don't think her is a replacement for Beyonce. Love, love me some Summer Walker. Summer Walker definitely has a voice on her. I'm gonna need her to seek some counseling for her anxiety so she can get on stage and perform some songs. I love, like I said, I love the fact that her took like a step out of her normal, just very like 2000s ballads, because the girl gives you ballads. Like, what more can I say is definitely one of my favorite songs. Okay, I definitely love Slide. Slide is more an up-tempo song, which I was so happy for her. I was like, please, can sis give us some up-tempo songs? I wanted to hear how her voice sounded with like an up-tempo track, and the fact that she teamed up with YG made it perfect. But I'm gonna need her to do a whole entire album with Khalid. A her and Khalid album would be awesome. Okay, I love their voices together. I love their voices together. Like, the quality of their voices is just very much just chef's kiss. The quality is amazing. I love the quality. Like, if you've never heard a song, what more can I say? Then you from the Superfly soundtrack, you need to hear it. It's good. Let's see. Who else? Who could be a replacement? See, there's no one in the game that could fill Beyonce's shoes. There's no one that has the vocal talent, that has the dance ability to fill Beyonce's shoes. There's no one. I mean, her I love the fact that she can sing, she can play multiple instruments. She gives me very much she gives me Alicia Keys but with better vocals. Okay. I love Alicia Keys, but I think her has much better vocals than Alicia does. You can add me all you want to. I want all the smoke, but her definitely has better vocals. Okay. I love the like that raspy sound quality that Alicia Keys has. And I think it's amazing. But I love her. I love LMA. Love LMA. Well, she will come out with some more music. Okay. It's been years since I've heard someone do a breakdown on a song. I've never heard, not since like the early 2000s have I ever heard anybody do a breakdown on a song. I want her to keep doing it. It's giving me 2000s vibes. Like not since like the 90s to the the early to mid 2000s have I heard somebody do a breakdown on a song. If you don't know what a breakdown is, it's when the artist talks at the either the beginning or the end of the track. I love that. I love it when I remember when Alicia Keys used to do it. I remember what was a male artist? There was male artists that used to do that too, and I loved it. I love the when an artist would just come in and start talking on a track. Like you just feel like they were having a conversation with you. And that's what's missing in music is that you feel like the artist is having a conversation with the audience. And that's what I want. Like I want to be able to connect to the artist that I'm listening to. But I love I think we need some decent we need more male vocalists. We do. We need some male vocalists. Now I like Bryson Tiller, but his vocals aren't very strong to me. And I know I hurt some Bryson Tiller fans' feelings, but his vocals are not very strong to me. They sound very auto tune. It just sounds like auto tune. I think Music Soul Child to definitely come back and make another album. But anyways, let's enough of my rambling about artists that I love. We're gonna go back talking about to Sierra. I love Sierra. I love her energy. I love that she's not problematic. She's not the strongest vocalist, but her costumes are awesome. She gave us Megan the Stallion, okay, with the girls with her girls in the other girls in the hood costume. I loved it. And then she turns around and she gives us Nicki Minaj. Gives us a spot on Nicki Minaj. Not Nicki Minaj from the Queen era, but Nicki Minaj back when she gave us wigs. I know my millennials remember when Nikki was giving us wigs. It's like, Nikki, where the wigs at? We live for the wigs. And the Chinese bangs one was cute, but I'm talking about the bubblegum pink wigs. I'm talking about the Bride of Frankenstein wig that she wore to the VMAs one year with that sexy little bodysuit and the curves were just popping out everywhere. That is the Nicki Minaj that I miss. I know that she's trying to evolve as an artist, but I miss the old Nikki. I miss those curve hugging bodysuits. I miss when she was serving us wigs. I know people are saying that she looks better in like her natural black hair. I I love Nikki in her natural black hair. I love it when she's serving wigs. Like Nikki, when it comes to looks, does no wrong for me because she has a vision and she knows how to execute. Yeah, that's one of the things I love about Nikki is that she had a vision and she executed it. I remember when she first came out with the whole Harajuku Barbie thing, where she like there was a video where she has her natural black hair and she's got her red kimono on, she's got her bamboo earrings, and she's got her samurai sword, and she looks so freaking hot in that video. I love that Nicki Minaj. Gosh, I want Nicki Minaj to bring back the Harajuku Barbie. Okay, I want the Harajuku Barbie to come back with the Chinese bangs, with the black Chinese bangs, with her original hair and the bun. and the bamboo earrings and her samurai sword. I want that Nikki to come back. Okay, that Nikki was giving. She was giving us fierceness, the fierceness that I'd never seen from any other artist in a long time, and that just made me so happy. Um, Remy Ma, love Remy. I know there aren't a lot of Remy Ma fans out there, but Remy is amazing. Okay, I love it. I don't think she should do. I don't think she should do sexy records because that's not her thing. I think she should do more like because of her voice. It just sounds more like 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 she's better at doing hardcore records. And she did. She even though I'm a Nicki Minaj fan, I love Sheether. She came hard with it. I'm like, why you gotta do my girl Nicki like that? I know she says some things, but damn, Remy, like, why you gotta come for the queen's neck like that? It reminded me when Nikki said, "I'm coming for the crown, Kim." That's the word. She was coming. Remy was coming for the crown. People need to understand, like, since she was coming for the crown with that one, people are like, she shouldn't have went as hard as she did. You know, I think Nikki went a little light on Remy. If I was Nikki, I want to went as light as she did. Because Remy went hard. Remy was coming for them edges. I was like, Nikki, you gotta respond a little harder than this. Because Remy was coming for your edges, boo. She was coming for them with. She was coming for your edges. She was coming. She was coming to snatch Nikki's wig. That's the. And in my opinion, she did. People are like, "Oh, Nikki won that." No, Remy won that. She came with receipts. The whole song was receipts. That's what a diss record is. A diss record is when you come with receipts. When you get in that booth and you just come with receipts. Like Pusha T did with Drake. Pusha came with receipts. And there was nothing Drake could do about it. Because somebody in Drake's camp, I believe somebody in Drake's camp leaked all of those secrets to Pusha T. Cause he knew a lot. It's like, damn, bro. Like he got in the booth and he came with receipts. Like me, honestly, wouldn't have known about Adonis if it wasn't for Pusha. So, anyways, I'm waiting for the dudes to post their Halloween costumes. I want to see. It's Halloween. I want to see what the fellas are gonna come up with. I know Quavo can't possibly come up with anything better than Destiny's Child, but I want him to try. I want the boys and the Migos. I want the boys and the Migos to try and come up with something as better, as as good as Destiny's Child. I want to see it. I want to see. I mean, the whole pimp costume Ti did that was cute and all, but I want to see something else, like a movie reference. I want to see Quavo as no. I want to see Offset as Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. I think he can pull it off. If you've never seen Pulp Fiction, you need to see it. I think he can definitely pull off a Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction wig. I mean, I want to see. Wow. Full pimp. I want to see what else. I want to see. I want to see the boys do something else than dressing up like a pimp, like a 70s pimp. That's like the go-to costume for every rapper, like 70s pimp. Let me dress up like a 70s pimp. That's always the go-to costume. Every year you see rappers dressed up like a 70s pimp. Okay, we get it. You love Bishop Don Juan, the whole Bishop Don Juan look with the gold teeth and the diamonds, and we get it. But I want to see someone go something as like Freddy Krueger. I want to see. I want to see Freddy Krueger. I want to see Michael Myers. I want to see maybe Edward Scissorhands. I want to see an Edward Scissorhands. Like I want Edward. I want them to just like to really get into it. I want to see some blood, some guts, like a zombie with just guts coming of the like out of their stomachs, or like them holding a bloody heart, like a zombie like holding a bloody heart with like teeth marks in it and blood all over their faces. Like I love Halloween. Like I love blood, guts, and gore. Like that is like my thing. Like if like I love, but the last couple of years, let's talk about the the movies that are supposed to be coming out around this time. Like I miss movies where there's a possessed doll just murdering everybody. Like I'm so tired of these soft Halloween movies where it's about a social media murderer or some stupid stuff like that. I want to see like I miss like the 90s movies. Like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, like Child's Play. Give me that. I want to see that level of gore. I want to see that level of blood, guts. I want to like see the terror in the girl's face when she's being chased by a monster. Okay? I want to see a pretty blonde with with a freaking axe sticking out of her plastic boobs. I want I want to see a girl like running, and then she falls over a giant tree trunk, and then the murderer comes and just like hacks her to death. That's what I want to see. Those are the types of scary movies I like. Those are real scary movies. Like I want to see movies where there's blood coming out of the walls, or the house is literally possessed and there's blood coming out of the walls, and there's guts and there's ghosts everywhere. And there's just ghosts everywhere, and like the guts are coming out of the ghosts. Like you can see where like they've been hacked, with their head has been hacked off, and you can see the death in their eyes as they're coming to get you, and then they pounce on the girl. Like I want to see a zombie like where you can see the blood and the guts coming out of their necks, and they're like this close, and they're like grabbing the girl, and then you can see the fear in her eyes right before he bites her head off. Like that's stuff that I want to see. Yes, my imagination is demented. Anyone that knows me knows I have a demented ass imagination. I like movies like that. I like movies where zombies are eating people. I like movies where vampires are eating people. Okay, when Twilight came out, I was highly upset. I'm like, this movie is making a mockery of the vampire genre. It's like I don't want to see Edward falling in love with this girl. I want him to eat her. Okay? That's what he's supposed to be doing. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't fall in love with her. Don't spare her life. Don't want her to grow old. Eat her. Eat her. That's literally like her falling in love with breakfast. Really? It's like that just annoyed the hell out of me. It's like, why are you falling in love with your food? Like, dude, you're literally falling in love with your breakfast. It's like, come on. I love movies with like Interview with a Vampire, where you have those scenes where he's holding the girl, right? And he tears her neck apart, and then he looks up into the camera, and you can see the blood and the guts all over his face, and you can see the hunger in his eyes. Like, those are the movies I like. Like, he's holding her like this, and he looks into the camera, right? Looks into the camera, and he goes, and then he bites her neck, and then he looks up, and you see all the blood and the guts just pouring out, and then you see the blood and the guts just pouring out. And you can see the hunger in his eyes and the blood dripping from his veins. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see a vampire reaching into the heart of a human and just ripping it out and eating it. And like you can see, and I want to see like the heart pumping, like literally still beating and like struggling to live, like right before he eats it. That is a scary movie right there. That is the shit I want to see. But I swear, like all like scary movies nowadays are so weak. Like they don't even scare you anymore. I'm like, that's not scary. Like I'm gonna need the horror film writers from back in the 90s to start making movies again. Because these new crop of writers don't know how to write. They don't. Like in these new scary movies, you see people dying in like weird random ways that don't even make sense, and it's not even scary. And I'm like, okay, I'm not impressed. I'm just bored. Change the channel. And so, anyways, let's talk about Omarion and his hunt has like this thriller themed. Sorry, tongue tied. Thriller themed haunted house that he threw in the actual like Michael Jackson mansion. Like that's how you do Halloween. Like he had this thriller theme. Like I didn't actually see it, but it premiered on YouTube on his YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Like if you haven't seen it, go to Omarion's YouTube channel right now and check it out. It's absolutely amazing. I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but like the thumbnail looks great. Like Daddy O does his thing. Okay. Gotta grab some water. Okay. So I think so like I was saying, C-19 has definitely ruined a lot of people's Halloweens. I don't know if people are still gonna take their kids trick-or-treating. But you already know the Trump supporters who believe that this virus is a hoax are gonna be out there with their kids without masks on. And they're gonna be the very ones crying when those babies get sick. Like I don't wish this on anybody, especially a child. But it's like don't let your political beliefs get in the way of like caring for your kid. Like I see these people at Trump rallies with no masks on. Like if you watch CNN or you watch state news, aka Fox News, you'll see hundreds of people gathered together with no masks on. And then the next day, like their states, coronavirus levels have gone up. Like the number of people that have contracted the virus have gone up after they come from these Donald Trump rallies. Of course, people say that him catching the virus is a hoax. because he got better so fast. And now he's telling all the American people, oh, that if I can get better fast, you can get better fast too. And it's like, you have access to different medicines than we do, okay? What? No. No. Anyways, we're alive, people. We're live. This is how you know we're live, is the interruptions that I constantly get every time I try to do a live. Just saying. Who was listening? Oh, yes. President Pumpkinhead decides to hold a rally where thousands of people showed up with no masks. And then the next day, the number of people in that state who contract the virus, their numbers go up. This man, it's like people are actually considered voting for a man who mocks the virus. He was at a rally in Florida talking about COVID, 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 COVID. All you hear on the news is COVID. Because we're in the middle of a pandemic, you moron. We're in the middle of a pandemic. It's like, hello? What else would they be talking about except COVID? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Millions of people are dying. Most of them American people, because this idiot has no plan as to how to develop a vaccine. See, this is what happens when you put a person in power who has no governing experience. You get a steaming pile of shit. And that is what Donald Trump has been giving us for 4 years. A steaming pile of shit. And calling it gold. And having the delusional people that actually voted for this man eat it. It's like, I hope y'all are enjoying your steaming pile of shit that your president's been serving you for 4 years. I hope y'all are enjoying it, because people try to tell you this man does not give a crap about ordinary American people. But some of y'all think he does. Good freaking luck with that. That's why people need to vote. Vote, please. Vote, okay? Vote your conscience. And please let your conscience be getting this man out of office. Go let him destroy his businesses and stop destroying this country. You need to go to the bathroom? And I'm back. Anyways, so like I said, in the words of Don Lemon, in the words of President Trump, in the words of Don Lemon, and the words of President Obama, this man is jealous that a pandemic is getting more coverage than he is. And then about Donald Trump, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like the fact that a virus is getting more coverage than he is. And then covering his rallies And he gets upset and he gets in his little feelings. I wish we could play music, but YouTube be bugging. I always want to strike people and shit. YouTube is always freaking bugging. I remember they used to threaten to block my lives if I tried to play music or like interrupt lives when you play music and stuff like that. It's annoying. Like, and if you want like the ability to actually play music in your lives, you have to pay like thousands of dollars. And that's like money smaller content creators don't have. So it's like it's Halloween. I want to turn up on my live, but it's like YouTube doesn't even pay me for my lives anyway. So like, you don't understand. I don't make money off of this. I don't. I get nothing. Like I'm a small content creator. Like YouTube probably doesn't know I exist. But anyways, I hope y'all are having an amazing and safe Halloween. And I hope you're wearing your masks. Okay, this is serious business here. Okay, this isn't a game. This isn't some politicized thing. And I'm just tired of people politicizing this. This virus could have been over fast if we didn't have a president that was politicizing it. This man is politicizing people's lives. Like, there are people actually dying from the virus as we speak. But he's making a joke out of it. He's mocking it every single chance he gets. And people think it's funny because people wanted a president that thinks like them. So that definitely speaks to the maturity of the people that voted for him. Because you wanted a 70 something year old man who behaves, well, I wouldn't say like an adolescent because that would be insulting adolescents. Because there are people that are 12 and 13 years old that are more mature than this man. I'm not going to insult 5-year olds by saying he behaves like a 5-year old. But it's like this man completely behaves like a kid, which is an insult to kids because there are kids that are more mature than Donald J. Trump. Please vote to get this man out of here. Because just like you, I'd like to get back to work. And he claims that Joe Biden is going to shut down the government again. It's like, fool, you shut down the government. You're the reason why we can't have Thanksgiving. You're the reason why we can't have Christmas. You're the reason why we haven't been able. It's like, dude, you're the reason why we haven't been able to have a Thanksgiving or a Christmas. We were able to have an Easter because fortunately this thing came after Easter. But he's blaming Joe Biden for the things he's done. He shut down the see people need to understand. Trump supporters need to understand this man was the one who shut down the government. But he wants to make you believe Joe Biden is going to shut down the government. Okay, it's okay for you to shut down the government, for you to put the whole state put the whole country on quarantine. But if Joe Biden possibly does it, oh, it's bad. It's bad, people. He's going to put us all in quarantine again. Dude, you already had this whole country on quarantine. You're the reason why people have lost their jobs, why homes are in threat of foreclosure, why people are being threatened to put out of their apartments. This man is a psycho. Do you think that he's fit to run this country? This man is completely unhinged. He has no policies for how we're going to get through this at all. He has no policies for the economy. He has no policies for foreign relations, domestic relations, nothing. All he does is bash his opponent and tries to scare you out of voting for him. He's offering us nothing. For 4 years, this man has offered us nothing. People say that, he's given this country the greatest economy we've ever seen. He inherited that from Barack Obama. And people that voted for Donald Trump are so readily giving this man credit for the economy when President Obama is the one who gave us that. And I'm glad he finally spoke out and said, hey, that economy, that amazing economy that Donald Trump likes to tout, I gave that to you. My administration gave that to you. He fought tooth and nail through Mitch McConnell's bullshit to give us that. And once again, if y'all wanted Obama's administration to succeed, y'all would have voted during the midterm elections. But you didn't. A lot of you who complain about Obama didn't vote during the midterm elections. Those votes would have helped him a lot. Those votes would have gotten a lot of his policies passed. But y'all left him out to hide. But y'all just left him out to dry. Black folk love to complain about what Obama didn't do. It's because he didn't have the support that Donald Trump has. The Republicans care more about winning an election than they do the American people. Okay, that's enough of my political rant this evening. Hey, it's Halloween. I know y'all want to turn up. I want to have fun. Me too, because I am so freaking bored. And if I had some money, I would be popping a bottle right now and we would be drinking. Okay? It'd be gas station wine, mind you, because I'm broke as fuck. But at least it'll be fun. We could pop some gas station wine together. Hey. Anyways, I freaking hate the fact that we cannot play music on our lives. It's the most annoying thing ever. YouTube needs to change their policies. They really freaking do. So, like I said, apparently October is the month of birthdays because everybody has a birthday in October. Gabrielle Union's birthday was this month. Nia Long's birthday was this month. Let's see. 21 Savage had a birthday. So happy birthday to all of them. Happy birthday to Nia Long. Happy birthday to 21 Savage. Happy birthday to, like, the list goes on. There's so many people that freaking had a birthday this month. It is bananas. Okay, is October celebrity birthday month and somebody just didn't tell me? Like, that's just what it's. You might as well call October celebrity birthday month because that's what it is. Because everybody named Mama had a birthday. Nia Long had a birthday. 21 Savage had a birthday. Let's see who else had a birthday. I don't think it was Sweetie's birthday. Was it? I know it was. What's her name? Anais. Anais. It was Anais's birthday. The girl that has a song with Queen Niger called Little Boy Big Talk. Definitely. Who else had a birthday? I know a lot of people had a birthday. Too many to freaking count. Half of Hollywood had a birthday. So happy birthday to everyone this month from Sweetie. I think happy birthday to everybody. Let's put it right there. Happy birthday to all my Libras. I know it was Snoop Dogg's birthday. Okay. this month. So definitely happy birthday to the dog father. And like I said, have fun. Turn up with your masks on. Be safe. Please social distance. Okay, we've lost a lot of lives this year due to the C virus, and I just pray that we don't lose any more because people are not taking this seriously. There are certain states that have had to once again shut down because people are not taking this seriously because we have a president that doesn't take this seriously. So, I'm gonna need y'all to lead by example. That's just what's going to have to happen. We as a people are going to have to lead by example. Okay? We're going to be the ones that have to show this man what it looks like when you properly handle a pandemic. Okay? Because obviously he's not paying attention. He's mocking the doctors. Okay? You have a doctor who's out here on a crusade, on a campaign by herself, getting people to try to understand how serious this virus is. And it's just sad. You've got Dr. Fauci, who Donald Trump mocks incessantly, trying to get people to understand how serious this virus is. You got people calling it fake news. People losing their parents, their grandparents, and their children to this is not fake news. Anyways, my laptop is about to die. Thank you for spending this Halloween night with me. Might come back on later. Who knows? Peace.